What is the title of your online site?
The title of my site is City of Reverie. It is an out of school project that me and my colleagues are working on. It is artistic projection of visual characters that we eventually want to animate. And I decided to use it for my Capstone project. And I feel like this name really coincides with what I'm trying to present right now.
What is your digital database, a website or blog?
The City of Reverie is a blog. It is a very simple blog. It has minor posts on it, and it gets right to the point. You could come right here and find the content that you're looking for very easily. It's very accessible. I have my categories, pages, and recent posts and comments, archives, and meta database all on the side here, along with my affiliates as well. So you can come here just for extra content as well if you're willing to explore more into the database. But as for a general gist of the blog, all the main information is right here as you scroll down, and you can find out the latest information about my blog. The main purpose of my blog is to update a user on the technology that is going on in the video game industry right now with the release of the Xbox One, Microsoft's new console, and the PlayStation 4, Sony's new console. They both come out in November, and my blog updates a user on the functionality of both those machines that are eventually going to release this year. And you could come to my blog to get informed and be aware of what system you possibly want to purchase later on.
What content is available on your blog, and who is your intended audience?
The content that's available on my blog is usually specs and prices for these consoles that are about to come out. The intended audience, I would say, are the tech geek community, somewhat of the nerd community as well. If you're into technology, if you're into video games, if you're just into good system hardware, you want to come here and really analyze what Microsoft and Sony have to offer. I feel like the tech geek community is the main intended audience for my blog. The City of Reverie is not biased though, and I encourage all users to come onto my site and visit every now and then if they would like to.
How long did it take you to build your blog?
Well, initially I had the idea of making a website, and I was partnering up with a lot of my colleagues back at Marymount University to make the website. My good colleague Alex Lambada, who has transferred, and my good colleague Naseko, who is in the grad program at Marymount University, they both were assisting me on my website. They could only help me but so much, so I at first was doing a lot of the coding by myself, and the blog looked very simple, but it wasn't intriguing enough that I felt comfortable enough to go on with it and make it my capstone project. So after some review and talking to some other colleagues, they felt as if making a blog would be able to advertise the same purpose that I was trying to promote without being so confusing and looking so tacky. So I decided to instead make a blog, which took around a month to actually compose, and the other month I used making a failed website, honestly.
What affiliates are on the sidebar of your blog?
The affiliates on the sidebar of my blog take you to separate websites that also have to do with the latest video game technology coming out. One of them is right here, and it takes you to Play Asia, where you can purchase the upcoming games for the Sony PlayStation 4 and the Microsoft Xbox One. It's a wonderful site, and they also add commission to those who advertise affiliates on their website. So if somebody came to my site and clicked an affiliate and made a purchase on the site, I would get compensation for making that transaction. So I put two pretty popular sites. Also sites that I felt like the tech community were not that aware of as well. So although they are popular, they could be expanded expanded more and shown throughout more amongst the gaming community.
I see a custom banner at the top of your blog. Did you do that yourself?
Yes, I actually had a friend of mine who's from Japan draw this banner. It has to deal with the city of Reverie, my out-of-school project, and it is just, futuristic city. It's very artistic. His name is Hideo, and he's a really good guy. He's an art major, and I wanted him to do something for my site that I felt like would be original. So I used this picture, and he thought it looked good in the composition with my blog's color scheme as well. So yeah, that's where the banner came from.
Does your blog have avatar functions?
Yes, my blog does have avatar functions. If you want to subscribe to my blog, you can. And in the customization of subscribing, you can make your own avatar. For example, I click right here, and my online name for my blog is Kafra, one of the characters of my fan project Caprice. And this is my avatar right here. It's just a little artistic image of a city. Not the same as up here, but it's also made by Hideo, and I just decided to use it for my blog right here.
How much HTML functionality do you have coded into your blog?
I have a fair amount of HTML functionality coded into my blog. The organization and the composition from the sidebar being right here and actually squeezing my banner to the right projections, those are all HTML functional, and also getting the spacing of my words and the actual color coordination for the words as well. Getting the affiliates specifically took some time. I got assistance from another colleague of mine, Donnie Thompson from the University of Maryland, to actually make the affiliates work. So we have some specific HTML functionality going on right here, and it's not too much, but just the gist of getting the blog to work in a easy method for modern users is all that we were trying to achieve. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Any JavaScript or CSS coding?
We initially were going to have some JavaScript and CSS coding in relation to the videos we wanted to put on this blog, but that was a little too time constraining, and I found myself running on critical time limits, so I wasn't able to effectively implement those features into my blog. But I would soon love to update my blog and implement those things, because I feel like they are necessary and they really do advance a blog to its true potential.
Any background features or functions?
Yes, I do have one background feature and function. If you click the top left of my blog, which was some serious coding we did, the blog drops down in a top-down perspective, and you're able to see the search bar, which is hidden in the background. So I know a lot of people might come to the blog and ask, where's the search bar, if they even find it necessary. I don't really feel like it is something that is required for you to be committed to the blog, but it is definitely in the background, and you could click it just by clicking this tab right here, and it closes up, and click it again for it to close down.
What would I have to type to get the search bar to work efficiently?
You could type any of the major keywords that you feel like are relevant to your search. If you know you're coming to a blog that is updating you on the latest findings in video game technology this year, then you might want to type in something like, let's say updates. A simple word is updates. So when we search updates, it takes you to a search page that shows you all the latest updates for any of the systems. We have a PlayStation 4 update, the Xbox One update, and even an update for the Xbox One controller. If you use any of those keywords, then they'll gladly take you to wherever your search is intended to take you.
Can I leave a comment if I decided to visit your blog?
You most certainly can. All you have to do is click any of the blog topics, like, for example, the Xbox One controller. If you scroll down, there's a comment, leave a reply. Right now, I am logged in as myself, so I would be leaving the reply, but you could just execute a simple comment like, thanks for the information. Um, Click the post, and there you have it with your own custom Avi right there at the bottom. Remember, I said you can make your own account as well here, and it gives you the time and the date after you left the comment.
Who is your web host?
My web host is made through GoDaddy. This is my second host account that I've bought with GoDaddy, and luckily I was able to get the name City of Reverie, even though that is slightly abstract. I don't believe anybody would have had it initially, but I definitely wanted to use that for my blog. GoDaddy, they're great. Their customer service is excellent. I've called them twice with a few issues, and they were able to serve me efficiently, and their prices are pretty fair too. So, that's why I use GoDaddy.
Does your blog have any other custom functions, perhaps a theme?
Yes. The theme that I used was made by a guy named Nrl Design, and I edited his theme to my banner and my color schematic. It's his theme is really just this light blue and this dark blue on the side, and just the compressed composition of the blog. And I just changed the color theme through HTML, and I'd still credited him at the bottom because it was not just my theme. I wanted to use a more intricate custom theme, but I thought that this would do fine for my Capstone project, and I really felt like it serves a good purpose and creates an efficient mood for when you're scrolling down my blog.
Where did you get your template to customize your blog?
I use WordPress. I was initially going to use HTML CSS editor to do the whole blog by myself. I found that was slightly more complex for my level of skills, but I was still able to do the coding that I needed to do to make my blog work. But through WordPress, I was able to put everything in order the way I needed to do. WordPress is great for anybody who is willing to make their first blog. They have tutorials, and they give you great insight, and their customer service is really good too. And I recommend WordPress for anybody who wants to make any type of online web hosting site. And that is my template for the site. And yeah.
Any credits to the assistance and composition of your blog?
Definitely, I want to credit my good friend Donnie Thompson from the University of Maryland, an IT grad. He has helped me with a lot of the coding and made it very a priority to get the artwork I needed for my blog. I want to credit Niseko from Marymount University, a graduate student who is still on his way to getting his master's. And I want to credit Alex Lamba, a transferred IT student, undergrad, who has helped me with a lot of the coding needed to make my blog run smoothly and as effectively as it has that I've just displayed to you today. And also Dr. Murphy for her web development and advanced web development classes, because that's where I learned the general components to making a website and making those features work in the first place. So I believe without any of them, I don't think this blog would be possible.